Hi, I'm Tom.
And I'm Molly.
Welcome to Forensic Gameology, hosted by ForensicGameology.com.
Forensic news for science.
In some nebulous amount of time.
Or less.
Look at that. Didn't even practice.
No, but...
Maybe we were meant for each other. We always do that kind of thing. I think so. I think maybe we're meant for each other.
Well, hopefully.
Yeah, I hope so too. But that happens all the time where we just... It's cool. Maybe that happens to everybody. Maybe like best friends do. We are best friends. I mean, I think I'm your best friend. Are you my best friend? Oh, wow. Okay. That happened right here on video. Moving on. This is a normal news segment. This is a normal news video. But on top of that, it's also March Madness. And that's why we're going to have on the Forensic News this date, which is going to be in the future. We're filming this one early so we can have it up and ready on March Madness Day, which I think is the 12th of March, is when you can start making your picks. Anyway, it's going to also say March Madness Edition, whatever. I'm trying to catch your attention. I want you to make your picks. We're going to put a link right here or somewhere. And I'm also going to include it in the liner notes. And then I'll probably do it again throughout the video, maybe at the end of the video too. If you're like, I'm not going to stop the video now, like stop the video now, click the link, go make your picks. It's important. I did not make my BGG Con end of year pledge to get a cool little 2016 badge, and now I don't have one. It's too late because I procrastinated. Don't let that happen to you in this, the most awesome of all competitions there ever was. I mean, yeah, I got to go as far as to say this is the most awesome of the competitions, especially because I won it last year. So the worst is when you click the link and then you don't fill out your teams or all the way, and then you're entered into the competition and you have no teams. And your top score, your highest amount of points that you can get is 0. And I've seen that happen to people. Like, oh, I thought I entered it. Double check and triple check. Click the link. Fill out which teams you think are going on in each of the 16 seeds. There's 4 16
There's 4
seeds.
regions. Let me.
Please, could you?
There are 4 regions.
Could you please?
And, 1 through 16 on all of those. So fill out yours to get to the final 4. That's why there's a final 4.
Yeah, click them all. Make sure you got them all. Submit. It's through Yahoo. As far as I know, I'm going to use Yahoo to set it up. I've done that in the past. I don't actually have a Yahoo address other than for this purpose. I use Gmail. Like, you can reach us at forensicgameology@gmail.com. I have a Gmail. I have a bunch of other emails. My Yahoo one, I don't even know how to check it.
I don't know either. I don't even know if I remember mine, except for this when they send me one and it goes to my Gmail account and I'm like, oh, right, March Madness, because I think I just got one the other day saying, don't forget your bracket.
Yeah.
And it went to my Gmail. I didn't check it on my Yahoo. I checked it on my Gmail.
If you're not a Yahoo user, I don't care. Sign up under Yahoo.
Don't care. Well, don't be a Yahoo user for one.
What if they are? You're offending people now. You're offending half our audience. We can't get
political.
Yahoo? We can't get political on here. You say something political, half the audience.
This isn't political. This is
we
just
always
fact.
say yes to improv in this family.
Yes.
All right. Point being, get a Yahoo account. Go fill this out right now, and then you got the link. You just get in there, and then we'll have our bracket. The prize this year is going to be, we'll just pay $10 for a gift certificate to an online store of your choice, like a game store.
We know of 3 of them that we're willing to do, but if you know of another one that isn't...
you could also do like Amazon. It doesn't have to be a game store, but it has to be a place where you can buy games.
Oh, okay.
So it could be one of like the big retailers, the big online ones. If you can somehow get a gift certificate from us to you at a local store,
that's what I was thinking.
Too. I don't care. I don't care.
If you have a local store that does like somehow we can online do something, then we would do that too. That's kind of what I meant by we have some in mind that are like, or the big, like Tom said, the big online game stores, or if you have.
I mean, the $10
that we don't.
The $10 is just to get the people who wouldn't normally play, but that's not you and me. We would play for free. Because we love it.
Free, just for competition.
Because we love it. That's who we are, you and me. But
I almost beat Tom
last year.
Yes.
It was between us.
Yes, because Tom scored the most points he could score. Neither of his teams were in the final game, but I had a team in the final game. But I had fewer points than he did. So if my team had won that I picked to win, then I would have beat him. But they didn't.
They came in second.
They came in second,
which got
so
no points.
I didn't get any points, and so Tom won. Yeah, I remember. Super infuriating.
Triumphant. Glorious. Love it.
I know who he's picking in the final round. I won't say it's spoilers.
Yeah, I kind of want to just shout it out, but people will find out when it comes out.
Yeah. Are you gonna...
Just that next year I'm going to try to get more on the ball earlier. We contacted a company, but we didn't hear back from them. So next year I'm going to get more on the ball and try to get some giveaways. Maybe some game publishers to see if they'll do giveaways for the prizes. We bring this up every video. We just had a newborn, and it has been out of control. Like, we wanted to film Ticket to Ride Legacy tonight, and I just realized I don't have the spreadsheet. It's not on my house computer. And I'm like, well, don't know how that happened. So it's just one of these babies are getting up in the way. They stop the sleep. They stop the functioning. So
yeah, my brain has been fuzzy for the past month and a half. Roughly as long as she's been alive. Today. She was born a month and a half ago today.
What? Oh, a month and a half,
She's 6 weeks old today. Well, as far as when we're filming this, not when we're putting this out.
That's true.
So, I did want to bring up that I'm super disappointed that you can't fill out a women's March Madness bracket and compete for that. Mostly because I've been following them more. My team is doing well in that one. Texas, the Longhorns. It's where I went to school, and I have a lot of pride for Texas Longhorns. And our athletics aren't doing so well right now. At least the two big men ones aren't doing so well.
Basketball and football.
Basketball and football. Plenty of others are doing great. Our swimming and diving, super fantastic, but not exciting. So, but our women are doing well, and I wish we had a bracket for that. And there's just not a bracket, and so I'm sad about that. If you know of one, please let us know, and we'll put it up. I would put Texas winning, so I wouldn't necessarily...
Would you? You would get killed, because everyone knows who's going to win.
Yeah, it definitely is Connecticut. It's not any Texas. But that's okay.
All right. This might be an editing pause. It may not. I heard a little baby crying.
Our baby's making noises.
This may be edited out. Let's see. Maybe it won't. Well, this is up to Molly. She's the editor.
Well, I don't think I'll keep just me on here while our baby's crying.
And we're back. And may I just say, due to some editing magic, or not, depending if Molly didn't edit out that last, 5 minutes of me trying to get this little girl to... You're editing it out? Okay. So, point being, I hold in my arms right now the world's biggest butt. You heard me. She is such a butt. She should be sleeping right now.
Yeah, I don't know why she's not asleep.
She's been up for 4 hours now.
She's been up for a long time. We fed her a ton. Way more than normal. I don't know what's going on. She's growing? Is she just a growing babe? Is that what happens? Is that what they do?
Spurt?
Do they grow?
Yeah.
I wish she wasn't in her swaddle so you could see her more
Look, she looks just like me. It's like looking in a mirror. See? Molly, while very beautiful, is very selfish and offered none of her genes to this little baby for her beauty. It's all from me. I look at this and it's like looking in a mirror, just like her sister. I look at these two and I'm like, they're spitting image.
If you look at this video, I guess she's a little younger than when we filmed Pterodactyl in our old videos, but I remember was it Ghost Splits?
Yes.
She's in our Ghost Splits review video, our other daughter, and they look very similar when they're this age.
Because all babies look exactly the same.
Well, not always true. But I remember, Pterodactyl was a little older than she is right now, so...
Megalodon.
You might not be able to tell that they look similar.
Well, you didn't sign up to hear about babies.
Yeah, who wants to hear about babies?
Let's keep going.
Okay, so the other day, I played this game, and I really, really enjoy this game. It's called Dungeon Fighter. Tom doesn't like this game. I don't know why.
Really? Go watch the review. Can we link to the review? Can we link right
This is
here?
a lot of editing for me. That's what, Tom doesn't mind just throwing things out. We're going to do this here, and we're going to make it explode here, we're going to magically do this here.
You can do explosions?
All me. No.
I didn't know you could do explosions. We're going to do an explosion here!
Yep, and it was Tom's hand. That was it. So, either way, I will attempt to link the video wherever Tom said it was going to go a few seconds ago. I played Dungeon Fighter, not with Tom, with some other friends.
Friends?
Natalie and Eldridge.
Oh, it was with Eldridge. I thought it was just friend. I thought you went over to Natalie's and played.
Oh yeah, Eldridge came over and we played and it was fabulous. The first time we played, we got smashed, as is per usual.
Yeah.
And when we played this game, the second time though, we won. And that counted because we had all played. So, anyways, I just wanted to bring that up. Super exciting game. It's a really weird, fun mix of fun and seriousness, right? Because you're seriously fighting funny, hilarious monsters in a funny way, but you seriously die, all the time. So
I think we should link to the review. I think it's worth it.
I already said I'm going to try, but that was going to be seconds ago. Like 30 to 1 minute ago.
We'll do it again right here.
Nope. I don't think it's going to happen.
I have a question for you. And this is one of those you got to stop and comment to make sure you actually comment. We have these every now and then. Basically every news video.
Every news video.
My question is this. Do you hate, or do you love, or do you not care about the fact that our backdrop is our shelves of games? Because, like, on Reddit, I don't know if you've seen this, even on maybe Board Game Geek, but definitely on Reddit, sometimes this gets brought up, and just largely people hate it. They just hate it. And they're always saying, like, I think it's tacky, it looks out like everything's just skewumpus, it's very distracting, can't even watch the video. So, like, I think I picked it up from the Dice Tower, like, you know, they were the big ones first, and that's kind of how it happened, and so that's just ingrained in me. One of my friends that subscribed that isn't really a gamer, doesn't ever watch any other reviews besides ours, was immediately like, oh, that's so cool. It lends this credence and whatnot. And so, I don't know. That may be a non-gamer thing, maybe a gamer thing. Let me know. How do you feel? And would we ever change that? If everyone, because the majority of, like, the outspoken users on Reddit, they hate it. They just hate it. And so I'm wondering, like, if everyone says, yeah, I hate it. It's horrible.
If ever we got a specific room dedicated to filming.
What would the background be?
Maybe we find a logo.
A logo?
Forensic Gameology logo. Very fancy, like. I'm not saying I like it. I'm just saying we would experiment more. But right now, nah, it's just fine. Let them haters hate.
But no, I'm asking these guys. It may not be fine. I don't want you to be sullied by Molly's opinion.
Oh, I'm sorry if you're a hater and I just said hate on.
Hopefully they're very forgiving people. Slow to anger, quick to forgiveness. That's what I always say.
I also played Lords of Waterdeep, and I just want to bring it up because it's just a good, true, fast worker placement game. It was just a fun game. We introduced it to someone for the first time. I know. Why hadn't he played it? I don't know. But it was a good time. I went to BGG Con last year. And while we were waiting in line to get into the convention, they tried to keep our spirits up because, for one, we were in the sun, and it was November in Dallas, Texas, is not cold. And so it was supposed to be chilly. I think I had a long sleeve shirt on because sometimes inside the convention is chilly. This was not. We were in the blazing sun, so we were trying to keep our spirits up, and he asked someone, this is not distracting at all.
What? Keep going.
He asked someone...
Some people aren't even watching this. They just listen to it in the background. They have no idea that they're staring in the face of a baby.
Yeah.
Which we call, I think, one of the most... we said something about them being monsters unleashed on the world or something. They don't even want to watch this part.
Yeah, no, you don't. Although she is doing really well at holding her neck up.
Unspeakable monsters. That's what we call them.
So... he said, what is your favorite worker placement? And the guy whispered it in his ear. And he said, okay, it's 21 questions is the game they were playing. Or he didn't say, what's your favorite worker placement? He said, what's your favorite game? And someone said, what kind of game is it? Or is it worker placement? I said, yes. And then I spat out, Lords of Waterdeep. And it was 2 seconds into the game, and I got it right. And I got 50 geek gold. It's because it's the best worker placement there is out there.
How do you feel about that? What is your favorite worker placement game? I don't know what mine is. It maybe. I like Euphoria a lot.
Well, so we also don't play that many because it's definitely a specific type of game, right? It's a Euro game, and they tend to be longer and not my favorite, which maybe not true. Maybe I just haven't played enough to know that I actually like worker placements a lot. But I do really like Euphoria.
Euphoria might be my favorite. I'm not sure though. I need to check all the ones I've ever played because the ones coming up to the top of my head are both of those and like Agricola and a couple other ones. And
which we don't have a ton. That's why we can't really think of them.
Oh,
so.
Hey, don't cry. We're in here. I'll switch so I can say things while you keep her calm. Looking at Pi Day. So excited. Favorite holiday of the year is Pi Day for everyone. It's everyone's favorite holiday. It's like my Thanksgiving and my Christmas. Pi Day is March 14th. It's 3/14. And I celebrate. I take the day off every year if it's on like a weekday. And I mean, there's this thing at work. It comes around very few times a year. It's this huge training my boss keeps wanting me to go to. And he said, hey, there's this training coming up. You missed it the last time. That was because Molly's at BGGCon, so I couldn't go. I was at home with the little kids. At the time, it was just one little kid.
One kid.
So I couldn't go to this big training. And then it rolled around. Guess what day it's on? Pi Day. Boss comes around. Hey, you can do that training. I was like, no. I'm taking that day off. It's Pi Day. And he said, you know what? If you hadn't already have told me this in your exuberance for Pi Day, I wouldn't have believed you, and I thought you were trying to get out of the training. He said that. And so, but I love Pi Day so much. I mean, I've been lax lately, but I try to keep from eating too many sweets. I just want to try to be healthy. And Pi Day, I just break all those rules. I don't even care. And you know what? Anything counts. You got your normal pies, like your fruit pies, sweet pies, chocolate pies, the meringues.
Pizza pie,
Frito pie, shepherd's pie, pot pie. I'm down. I'll do it all. I love it. Quiche. Love me some quiche. So, 3.14. This year's going to be a little different. We usually play games all day and then have a huge crowd over and then do party games at night. But with the two little kids and her not being able to be around people yet, I'm pointing at Molly, not the big. Just joking. Pointing at this little megalodon. She's not really supposed to be around people yet for, having got her shots and all that. So we can't have as big a gathering as I typically hope for, or the day-long thing, just because keeping these two little kids, unspeakable monsters. So this time around, it'll be a little different, but I'm excited for when they grow a little older and we can do straight-up family game Pi Day. I'm so excited for it. I love Pi Day. It's literally my favorite holiday, and I hope to hear in the comments about what you do for your celebration of Pi Day. It's funny. Oh, I'm sorry. You gonna say something?
Well, I love Pi Day. I'm super excited about it. She loves that our backdrop is games. She can't get enough of staring at them. So
right now or anytime?
Right now.
Oh, okay.
So, and anytime. So I'm just letting you know that babies definitely love this.
Stop sullying their opinion. Stop muddying the waters, man. I'm gonna strike this from the record. Stricken. Don't think about that when you make your deliberation. Speaking of which, I've asked you to comment a lot. Maybe not comment, but pause and do the March Madness, comment about the backdrop, comment about Pi Day. If I don't see 80 comments on this, I'm going to be ticked.
80?
Well, we get 100 views to these things. We have 120 on our 2 week ago news, so
So we should have 120 comments,
Well,
guys.
I'm one of them. I watch to make sure. Yeah. Well, we're running kind of short on time. I do have a stack of games here I played lately that I want to talk about, but I guess I'm just going to go with the one I don't have here, and that's Innis or Inish. I think it's Inish is how it's pronounced, but it's spelled I-N-I-S. It's an area control drafting game, which I don't think I've played any other drafting games that involve area control. I'd heard a lot of hype for it, how everyone loved it, but I didn't know anything about it. Mark brought it over for our Monday game night, and it's a 4-player game. I played with Mark and Emily and Ethan, and it took us 2.5 hours to finish. It was all of our first games except for Mark. He'd played before and he owned the game and he knew how to play and he taught us. Thank you, Mark, for teaching us. Ethan eventually won. Thank goodness it didn't count because it was our first time, am I right? Because I didn't win. But that game, start to finish, was just thumping my heart the entire time. I can play Game of Thrones, Iron Throne, Game of Thrones, Westeros Intrigue. I don't know. I'm trying to think of kind of games that get you, a Ticket to Ride with that tension.
Ticket to Africa, Splendor.
Yeah, I can play those, no problem. I can just play those cool as a cucumber. Just easy peasy. This game, the whole game, my heart was just thumping the entire time, and I was just I was starting to sweat. I was like, oh man, they're going to get me, and I have to play these cards in such an order. It was just stress the whole time, and everyone at the table, except maybe Mark, agreed. Did you hear Mark say that it was stressful?
He didn't say it, but I imagine he was. He was probably just because he's the coolest one of y'all all.
No, he was cool as ice. He was like, this isn't even stressful. I don't even care. The other three of us, oh man, we were just
the entire time we're like, oh no, because I wasn't playing, so I just got to listen to their commentary.
It was out of control. I'm excited to play it again, even though I told Mark I may never play it again because of how it affected me on a nerve level. But all right, it may be time to wrap this up. We've got a little butt making a little noise, a little megalodon. No, we're keeping this in.
Not this.
All of it in. Quick, Megalodon, say we presented the evidence.
Also, no, don't forget to the bracket.
Yeah, the bracket.
Okay, we presented the evidence.
You be the judge.
Why do you do that?